Hi there, it's Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, Women on TV.tv, iTube 247 out of Franklin, Tennessee, and the Worldwide TV Network, and starting November 17th. Every Tuesday, every format will be up. Comcast, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google, Apple Plus, and I have to have someone create all these things. Hopefully it'll be that lady who's wearing the blue out of Texas, but we shall see. Anyhow, we have Trixe Gynn, we have Tosh, Vocallytash. So we were supposed to do Lumi Charge, but he got his dates mixed up, but that's okay because we'll get him back on. And I just love his product. I love those lamps that he has. So let's talk about this. What have you been up to? Because you look like you had a long weekend, but you look stylish, and I love your Custom Trends shirt.
Well, I was actually feeling under the weather this weekend since like Thursday, and then I didn't start feeling better till like Saturday night, and then I felt better, of course. And then Sunday, what did I do? Watch some foosball. Went walking the cat in its new pet stroller, walking the park, and yeah, I'm feeling better now, and it'll be a better week. So, you know, I'm feeling a lot better. I just had some really bad stomach pain, and so that's over with. And you know, I don't know, that maybe I ate something bad or something. I don't know. It's like a little 24-hour bug or something.
You know what it was?
But,
your
as long as it's not COVID.
Your pet raccoon and your pet possum did something to you.
Yeah, I think so. But I feel good now, and back to business, back to work, getting things done, and just feeling great. It's a great weather out here in Houston, so it's going to be a good
Tosh,
week. Staying positive.
Tasha, did you know that she had a raccoon and a possum?
No, I literally was about to ask, like, wait, did I hear correctly? You have a pet possum?
Yes, a pet possum and some raccoons that come visit me every night, and they're very nice and sweet, and they come over to eat, and they're very friendly to me. You know,
So
I've never had a problem with them.
Wow,
Really
I've
cool.
seen a possum before, and I've always gotten scared, and I've never seen one that's like super nice, and that somebody has it as a pet. That's interesting.
Yeah, no, they're very nice. I think they're misunderstood a lot, and
Absolutely,
they're just awesome animals. Yeah, they're a necessity for us humans.
They really are. They eat ticks and things like that need to be taken away.
Yes, absolutely.
Do they live with you, or they just like?
Oh no, they just come every night. They don't live with me, but they know my little patio, and they know, oh, come over here to eat and stuff, and they hang out for a little bit too. So yeah, we have fun. They usually come between 9 and 11 p.m. And we all eat together. Even my feral cats, they all get along. Everybody gets along.
That's really cool. I haven't met anybody that has a. Actually, I met Cindy. Doesn't Cindy have like a pet squirrel or something like that?
Yeah.
Brian?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have some squirrels around here too.
It's always the interesting, cool people that have cool pets. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trixie, talk about your beautiful shirt. I love that shirt, and I love that color. How did that come about?
Well, I've been wanting to make some long sleeve shirts for my show Custom Trends, and I've decided to make some for this winter and fall, you know, and I made some in several different colors and some hoodies, and I found a good place out here in Houston that, you know, can print nicely. The last person I used, it wasn't, I didn't like them too much, and you know, the little sticker, well, they're not stickers, but the ink or whatever was coming off and everything. In this place, they really did everything I wanted. Yeah, the little graphics and everything. The other previous one, no, I can't. No, they wanted it very simple, and I wanted to have some sleeves and put some flames, some blue flames on it. You know, make it pop out a little bit, have something going on.
You got anything on the back of that one?
I'm pretty happy with it. No, I didn't write anything in the back. On these on this shipment, I just did front and one sleeve. Maybe later in the future I'll do back too, but for now, just this.
See, and
I'm
Tosh,
excited
What
about
is
it.
the side? The side says
It says
Custom Trends?
Amazon.
Oh,
It's Amazon, because I'm on Amazon Prime Video. And so I was gonna put the Prime logo on here, and like I said, everything was like, you know, everything costs, every little piece costs. And so whenever I went to the place, and great place and everything, and you get what you want, but you have to pay for it too. So I was like, okay, that's enough. I mean, if it was up to me, I'd make me look like a walking billboard. But I was like, okay, I think that's enough. So yeah, gotta build up that sponsorship some more.
Tosh, as she says, everything costs. And, you know, so I like that. I like what she did. And then she showed me something that she was going to do for like a kind of surprise for movie reviews and more. I'm like, I like that one. So I'm
still gonna do
that
it.
would be like a nice, that would be, I'll definitely wear that on every interview.
Yeah, that's in the works right now. I've got that going too. Now that I found a place, I wanted to make sure, found a good place that wasn't gonna, you know, waste my money. I want a good quality product, and I think I found it. So now I feel comfortable.
And what's the name of that company again?
Oh, it's called King T-shirts here in Houston on Harlan Street. And it's a really good embroidery and ink place. They do just about everything for you. So yeah, I was pretty happy and pleased with their service.
And then so
pretty nice. I like it.
Talk about you and what's been happening with you. So and you've done a couple of interviews coming up too.
Oh yes. So since the last time we spoke, I had mentioned that I had gotten onto a playlist in Europe. That happened out of nowhere, you know. Maybe honestly it probably was me, because I literally email a lot of people every day like my music. So one of them must have seen it and liked it and put it up on this playlist. So that one's actually still, that song Gozala is still on that playlist. So I've been still getting streams from different parts of Europe, which is really cool that that's still happening. And then I did get another one that you don't know, Brian. One of my other songs, Menea, which is a little bit more of a Latin trap song, ended up on a big playlist in Argentina. So it's been like getting streamed by like thousands of people in Argentina. So that's very, very cool. Now I know that the next country I have to go on a world tour is gonna have to be Argentina, because they are really liking the song that's on there. So that's really good. I've been really happy that, you know, stuff is slowly going for me, but it's happening. So that's good. And oh my God, what else? Well, like you said, I did do some interviews. I was with Derek from the Suck It podcast. I did do an interview with the Smoked Meat podcast, which is pretty interesting. That one's not out yet. Should be out soon, I hope. But that definitely, you guys can listen to that on like Spotify. He's on every single streaming service. And what else? Oh, and this lady. Oh my God, this is such a sweet lady, Brian. Her name is Monique. She's also a singer, and she does like what you do, like interviews. You know, she focuses more on like music. So we had a nice conversation on IG Live about music and about, you know, meditating and about what drives you to like keep yourself sane. So I've been doing a lot of, you know, small talks here and there, you know, spreading my music along those platforms. So it's been good. And I have new music that is in the works, but I won't be releasing anything until next year. I want to take some time to focus on the genre that I'm like tapping into, which is Latin pop, not Latin pop, Latin trap a little bit. So I've been taking some time to kind of see what type of artist I want to be like. I just started, so I kind of juggling around and seeing which one fits me better. But a lot of exciting stuff are happening. I'm happy.
Were you surprised that you ended up in Argentina? That's pretty good.
I was very surprised, because I did not expect that. Just the same thing with the Europe thing. Like, you know, one day I was just checking my ratings on like Spotify, and then I saw that it was like a lot of different cities in Argentina listening, and then I saw that I was on a playlist with like Daddy Yankee, like J Balvin, like really top artists right that are popping right now. So I was pretty honored. I was like, wow, if my song is here, like I must be doing something right.
And Trixie, you speak Spanish too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I was like, wow, that's a really good market too out there, and a lot of people love music, and Latin. I love Latin music, of course. I am Latina, so, but yeah, that's great. Daddy Yankee, get it, girl. You're like right up there.
I'm here manifesting one day. I hope I no, not I hope. It will happen that I will have a collaboration with Daddy Yankee one day. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wait, where are you from?
I'm from here, Houston, about an hour from Houston, further south, a little town called Clute, and that's where I'm from. Born and raised.
Like your Latin side, like your
Latin side. Well, gosh, it goes back from Mexico all the way back to Spain, so it kind of is a mixture of both. But we've been, gosh, I don't know when people start saying, are you second generation, third generation? I guess so, my grandma's been here. My grandmother, she passed away, bless her heart, a couple years ago, but she's been here almost, past that 93. So yeah, over 100 years. So I don't even look at that no more, like I'm American. My family, we've been here over 100 years. So I look at it like, well, at some point you got to say this is where you're from. And I don't look at it like, I don't get offended. I'm proud to be an American, and I don't get, everybody should be, and if you've been here for over, I'm not gonna say how old I am, but I've been here a good amount of time. At some point you got to say, hey, this is who I am, and I'm American, and I don't look at anything else, because that's part of the problem. Although I don't want to get into that, but that's part of the problem. I think if we all come and unify ourselves, and it'll be a lot healthier.
I agree.
And what's interesting about both of you is that both of you are creating stuff for Movie Reviews and More. So Tosh puts up all of our videos and everything like that, and obviously Trixie has created our openings and things like that, which is good. So let me ask you two this: how do you two like what's about to happen with iHeart and everything like that? Trixie, you've already been on Amazon, except I'll be on Amazon Music. So I see everything coming together for all of us, if that makes sense. And I think I couldn't be happier starting November 17th.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't worked with Amazon Music, and so that's kind of new to me. I've started hearing people are, drifting to that direction, and, that will be interesting. I kind of want to check it out and see how that goes. But I mean, I'm always up to learning new things, so we'll see how it goes. I'm on Prime Video, by the way. I'm with the movie production parts, and so the music is. I love music. It's just I don't know how to sing and do all that stuff. So, but I love to listen.
Well, you should definitely take a listen to my songs if you haven't yet. I would definitely recommend to listen to Gózala and Menea. Those are like my two top songs right now.
Heck yeah, I definitely would check it out, because I always, especially when I love to cook. I'm from Houston, so I'm always cooking, and I always have my little Pandora on, and a lot of Spanish and Latin beats, and I always love just different music, especially from around the world, because it's just a different beat, and it's pretty creative. It's nice to listen.
And your food comes out so much better. You're like cooking. You're like, oh yeah.
Yes, I was just about to say. I'm like jamming it out and cooking, and it's really good.
So Trixie, what's been happening with the Amazon lately of what you've been seeing? Because I love stuff on the Amazon, but I don't get a chance to go on it because I just Disney Plus, because I just needed to watch something good. I just wanted to watch the Avengers, because watching a lot of new things, you don't know if these movies are good or not, and you're just I was in that zone. I wanted to go back into a marathon thing Sunday, and I did. So I watched two back-to-back of the Avengers, the Trinity, and then the Endgame, and then I watched what was it, Social Media, the series, which is wonderful, on everybody that was locked down. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on Netflix, called Social Media.
I saw that.
I saw Social Distance. It's really good. What people were going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social Dilemma. It's called Social
Well,
dilemma.
one is called
Yes,
Social
so I
Dilemma,
was
the
like,
documentary,
I think I've seen
but
it.
the
Yeah.
series is called Social Distance.
Oh, I didn't see that one then.
Yeah, you got to see that
I
one.
didn't see that one. I think I saw
What people were going through when they were locked down and how tough it was. It's funny, but at the same time,
oh,
sad, because there was a lot of people like Trixie. We were creating things, and Natasha's putting up stuff, but a lot of people, they didn't know what to do. They were like, okay, this will be gone in a week, and they're like, it's a week later, it's still here. They didn't know.
Mhm.
And so you could see relationships breaking up and people just going nuts. It was very interesting.
yeah. Well, with Prime Video, we kind of, well, I'm like, well, am I at liberty to discuss this? Well, we did kind of hit a little jam with a lot of the tech support because they were having to work from home, and of course, not all of us like to work as fast as we do in an office. You know, somebody over our shoulders. So a lot of things I think that kind of got lagged and kind of pulled to the side, and smaller shows kind of got, oh, well, we'll do that next, you know, but the bigger shows, they still continue to flourish and whatnot. And I just, on Saturday, actually, I did the whole marathon. I watched 8 episodes of the new hit series on Amazon Prime, one of the originals. It's called, oh gosh, now I don't know. It's with Tom Cusack. It's called Utopia. There it is. It's called Utopia, and it is such a wonderful show, and it's about viruses actually. And so I think it's something that everyone should watch. It's very interesting how it all came into play, and it's kind of makes you think. And it kind of makes you think like, wow, this, of course, we're living it right now. Of course, it's possible. So it's kind of funny because, you know, they had to have recorded this. I mean, record this and film it and everything a year ago, you know. But John Cusack does a wonderful job, and I can't wait to see season 2. I watched all 8 episodes on Saturday night, this last Saturday, so it was really, really good.
You know what's funny? You're gonna make me sign up for
I think everything's
Amazon.
moving faster.
You're gonna make me sign up for
Yeah, I mean, things are moving.
because I heard that was good.
Yeah, it is very good. It is very good, and it's just, there's quite a few shows on there that are really good, and things are moving back up. Everybody's, you know, they're wanting new content, and, you know, I'm trying to push. I have a couple other shows that I produce for Amazon, so I'm trying to get things back in order and trying to get things up and running again, because I do miss it. I love editing, and I love, you know, being out on the field filming stuff. So I also anticipate doing more with the Texas bikini team. I love it, helping women. You know, I don't have to be the only one being, and some people are like, oh, why do you want other females on the show? Of course I want beautiful women, you know?
Women empowerment, come on.
Yes, and people kind of like, why do you want to do that? And I'm like, of course I do. I mean, I don't even want to be in it. This whole show is going to be about them and this, and yeah, you know, you kind of have to broaden everything, you know, it's more fulfilling, if, you know, for me it is. And I also get to learn, you know, other stuff behind the scenes in production. So yeah, I can't wait to get things moving again. I mean, I'm excited.
Wow, I did not know that you produce shows for Amazon Prime.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually have 3 right now in the pipeline. I have the Texas bikini team, which I only have one clip, and it's like, and I wish because it just happened in November, and then it broadcasted in January, and then by the time, you know, got things moving, boom, COVID. And so, you know, but I'm still there, and I'm still able to produce more shows, and I have some ideas on producing a couple other shows that don't have to do with custom trends, has to do with something, you know, something totally different. But yeah, I plan on directing and producing it. So there's opportunities out there. I love Amazon. That's why I put it on my sleeve. Amazon is global, and they're out to help, you know. So for all the producers, anyone interested in filmmaking, broadcasting, editing, doing stuff like that, Amazon is very wonderful. Yeah.
So
it's a lot of work.
That is a fun fact.
Now that I've heard Trixie say that, Trixie, why don't you direct a show for us, for Movie Reviews and More then?
Well, that is a good question. You do such a better job. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I think I'll delegate it to, you do such a wonderful job, I don't like tiptoeing on people's projects and stuff. I, help with where help is needed and try to get the person's vision, try to help. Just, it's all about teamwork and getting things done, and everybody's happy with the content at the end,
You know why I think
it works. If it doesn't, hail.
But you know why I think it would be interesting? Because it would take the pressure off me, and I can just say, just tell me what to do and we'll do it.
Yeah, hey, I will definitely, I have some ideas. Yeah, we definitely have some things to work on, and as soon as I get my butt to LA, like I planned, the end of November, I definitely am going to bring those ideas and do some separate shows that are just called something else, because it's all about trying new things. It's all about trying new things, and we got to change up content, got to change up dynamics of shows. People are always wanting something different,
Mm-hmm.
And
music too. You want to?
Well, the thing about that also is Tosh. So when you saw what she created for the opening trailer, what was your first response when you saw that?
I honestly felt like I was like entering a freaking red carpet of like an award show. Like, I thought it was super cool how like we're all on different, walls. Like it felt super professional. Like I felt like I was like, okay, I'm a top dog, I really liked it. It was very nice. I really loved the intro.
Thanks.
Trixie, talk about how you came.
Thank you. Yeah, I figured that Brian would like it.
Talk about how you came up with that, because everybody loves it.
Yeah, well, when I saw the crew, all the beautiful ladies, and you too, and I thought, well, I didn't want to make something that's so boring. It's got to be something kind of, and we have to have the music to go with it too. And but I wanted it to look important, of course, because we are all important. Everybody's important, but I wanted it to stand out, and the red carpet and the little glitz and the glamour in the intro. I think that kind of helped and put what we're trying to do here, because right now we're here in Zoom, but later we're going to be on the field and doing back our, face-to-face interviews, and we're going to be a lot of times glammed up and dressed up, and I didn't want people to, think we're just going to be behind here all the time, so that's an intro we can use all the time, I think it works well. It'll work well for a while, because I'm always changing intros, and
and that's one reason why I wanted you to come up again. I always want that woman's point of view, because if women like it, then the guys will follow, and it's been the case, because everyone say, "Oh, I like the team you have put together," and I'm like, I didn't put it together. I'm like, Trixie put it together in Houston. This was her vision. I just let her do what she wanted to do. Just show me something. Let's see how it comes up, and this is what I wanted. And then like the last part for all the other outlet stuff, I'm like, if Trixie can create one more thing for us for our iHeartRadio to go with all that stuff, she's done a great job. And then it all connects with everything, because it is part of her team, and it's women empowerment.
Yes, and it makes every co-host just as important as the next. I made sure everybody, I didn't put it in alphabetical order. I just kind of did it as I was editing and just put it in there, but I wanted to make sure everybody was in a nice, framed, everyone was gonna look absolutely, because if one looks bad, and I remember, Brian, I would tell you, send me different pictures. I want this kind of photo, and I needed the face shots, and I don't want somebody to feel like, hey, she didn't put the best photo of me, or, I want, or, I just didn't want, I wanted, because if one looks bad, we all look bad. If we all look glammed up and on it, man, we're going to be just more positive and ready to rock and roll the baby, just kind of get going. And I think that's very important, that everybody has a spot on the intro. That way, no one feels left out. No one feels less. you know, and everything just looks really great. And it's very classy. The color pops, everything, and the music's great too. Keeps you kind of just bouncing around to it.
I really liked how the music, the bang, like and the picture would pop up and then it would stay, and then the another picture. I liked how it followed like the music.
Thank you.
You did an excellent job, Trixie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, so now, Tosh, she's putting two more together. The best of movie reviews and more, and then the best shows featuring the women of movie reviews and more. And I can't wait when she comes out with that, because that'll be interesting. Because Trixie, what Tosh does, I'm going to be sending 10 of the first shows that Sherry picked, and putting them on the iHeart platform, and then for Pandora and Amazon Music and all of that stuff. So she's doing that. So that's why this is interesting, because you're both doing two very important things. It's almost there. It's 3/4 of the way done now. So having the best of and the women of movie reviews and more, their best shows that you like, and then like showcasing like Jessica singing to John Scheinfeld, the Happy Days song, you know, and then Trixie, you were on the voiceover one that we did with Mona Marshall. That was good, playing, you know, doing the voices. That was interesting. See, I can't do character. You guys did a great job.
Oh, I sucked at that. Oh my gosh. It was
I sucked worse than you did.
My voice was horrible.
No,
I was like, oh my gosh, she probably thinks I'm kind of cuckoo or something.
No, your voice was good,
I
Trixie.
actually saw that interview.
Oh, well, Tosh, you saw
that interview was fun. I did. I loved it. I did not know she could do so many like different voices. Like I was like impressed, and you can even tell, you know, like she's like, can't even tell she's doing it. It was really good.
Yeah, Jessica Heim did really well. I was like, whoa, like she was like pro.
Hidden talents.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, that came out of her little old thing.
Well, and that's the interesting thing, because whatever you come up with, it'll be spotlighting for the women of movie reviews and more, spotlighting Sherry, what she's done, spotlighting a little bit of Tosh, what she's done, because we still got like 1 or 2 more shows to send you, Trixie. And then what Jessica, and I think that will be great, because you're the one who's creating it. And then Tosh, in case you didn't know, Trixie's the one who sent me Sherry. It came from her.
Sherry's lovely. I love Sherry.
Yeah, she's very wonderful.
She's a light.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I knew she'd fit in well. You see, once again, I'm like, wow, I told Brian, I was like, this woman, she's absolutely wonderful. I think she's got something, and you know, it was just a beautiful thing, because she just knew how to do everything, you know. She's a perfect host.
And that's the one thing I go, so you have to always look at Custom Trends. I tell people this, Trixie, every day. You don't know this. And then I go, look at what she's created. And also, oh, by the way, she's the one, she sent me Sherry. I had nothing to do with it. I wasn't even there. I was by myself watching the Oscars in Vegas that night. I didn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that was a fun night.
I know, I just didn't
come out, Brian.
I was running around so much. I just didn't want to do anything, you know. I was by myself. I just wanted to watch it. I ate pizza at a pizza place, and I was the only one in the pizza joint watching the Oscars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was definitely different. But, you know, I was at the NAMM convention. I was at CES, and I had just come back from Miami. You know what it's like just coming back from Super Bowl week. It's you know, 3 major things. I was
exhausting.
Yeah, I was exhausted. I barely slept, and then had to catch a flight to LA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was just
like,
to unpack all the stuff from Miami, and then pack for LA, and let's get out of here. I just made.
Oh yeah, see, I remember that, and I didn't feel like. See, I didn't want to go anywhere. I was like, no, I'm staying right here. I'm tired. It was exhausting.
Oh yeah. But when I got home, I think I slept for like 3-4 days. I didn't want to answer. I was like, everybody, because I was a crazy 14 days. 14 days total.
For me, it's that was
just
that whole month.
nonstop.
It was that whole month that started January.
Yeah, oh, well, that's why.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, Trixie, give your social media links and everything.
You can find me on www.customtrends.tv, and you can also find me on Custom Trends on Facebook and Instagram.
And show your 2 awards.
At Custom Trends. Oh, I have 2 awards. Here's my 2020 for my Super Bowl special in Miami. I won silver. I won 2nd place global, so this was pretty good at Telly Awards. And then I won my 2018 for my international specials. I won 3rd place. I won bronze. They're both
really
interesting
impressive.
shows. I'll have to talk about that next time.
Is it heavy?
Wow.
Yeah, they're 8 pounds. They're 8
Wow.
pounds.
Holy, wow, you can definitely you can use those to exercise.
I did. I know. I was using them for exercising, and these bad boys are really, really heavy.
All right,
Yeah.
Tosh, give
My
your
little
social media
babies.
links.
Well, you all can find me on Instagram at Vocallytash, and on YouTube as well, Nathasha Rumbos at Vocallytash. And remember, there's a silent H after the T in Natasha for everyone that's watching. So Nathasha Rumbos, Vocallytash, and you'll find me everywhere on all streaming services, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. And make sure to listen to my music if you haven't heard it yet.
And the fun thing about that, 2 very special ladies, because we wouldn't have been able to get everything done. One, if it weren't for Trixie sending us Sherry Nelson, and also creating our opening and closing credits, very important. And then Tosh, if you hadn't come from my friend John, we would have never met. We were just going to have you as an interview on. And then I'm like, do you want to upload these things? She goes, sure. She's been doing it, Trixie, ever since. And there's no way I could have done it.
Wow.
It's not possible. And as of today, today we'll have 200 shows that we have done. Imagine that. And she's uploaded
Imagine that.
200 episodes.
200 shows? Holy.
By the end of today,
wow.
200 shows. 30 straight weeks.
No wonder my computer is asking for
Congratulations.
new hardware.
Wow.
So with that,
That's awesome.
we have to thank the women for a worldwide TV network, Trixie, Tosh, and this is Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, Women on TV.tv, see Women, Worldwide TV Network, which is formerly the Women's Broadcast TV Network, and IT247 out of Franklin, Tennessee. And don't forget to start to check us out. Listen to stuff, Trixie stuff on Custom Trends, and Vocallytash's music on Spotify and everything else. And then all of our stuff when we start our iHeart November 17th Tuesdays, every Tuesday at 5 p.m. West Coast time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So for that, if you see someone without a smile, please give them one of yours because the world needs it. And we will see you next week.